Our next speaker is Ali Mallah, who is the former president of the Ontario chapter of the Canadian Arab Federation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. By the name of God, the most gracious and beneficent, brothers and sisters and friends, we all as a human, brothers and sisters, our blood is the same. And as Imam Ali said, you are humankind, brother and sister, either by humanity or by religion and faith. With your permission, for the non-Muslim friends, brothers and sisters who are here, it's a tradition for us to recite a Surah al-Mubarak al-Fatiha for the soul of the beloved one we lost. It's a very short surah, few verses, so please share me in reading it. Share with me in reading it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a blessing and mercy on the souls of the family who was killed in a terrorist and brutal act by someone, sadly, at such a young age, decided to take their lives away. I know it's a moment of solidarity and reconciliation, but brothers and sisters, let's be frank and honest. This wouldn't have happened, maybe wouldn't have happened, if the political environment and the mainstream media have been discriminating against Muslims for the last 2 decades plus. Just to check the coverage and to check the politician's statement and position on many issues. If you haven't read it yet, read the book of Professor Razzaq, Shireen Razzaq. Try to memorize it. It was written after 2011, and it's titled Casting Out: The Eviction of Muslims of Canadian Law and Politics. And that what have been subjected to with all the niceties and the great messages we hear from a politician time to time. As a Canadian, I'm so concerned and worried, not only about my community, but about my country as well. Have we learned anything from history yet? Would it 50 years from now, the Canadian government would apologize to the Muslim community for the Bill C-36 and for the security certificate, and would the mainstream media, apologize for its biased coverage? And I say it, it's biased coverage because we do not fit in the mainstream. We are like the others. Even though our kids are born here, grow up here, get a job here, get a mortgage here, but at any gathering, like any other ethnic community, the question, where are you from? As long as we ask this question, where are you from as a nation, we have not matured to the point where we Canadian from all walk of life respect, tolerate, and accept every other Canadian regardless of faith, color, or background. And what our politicians have to learn, I know sometimes politics is to score points and to score positions, but when they engage in a debate in the House or making public statement, they have to realize words hurts. Brother Zafar mentioned M103, or Brother Said Ryan, the so-called anti-Muslim motion, anti-Islamophobia motion M103. Not only right-wing politicians, but some media and right-wing media had onslaught not only on her, but on the rest of community as well. So when people make a statement, when somebody in the news decide to run an editor opinion, or when TV channel decided to air some coverage and bias toward X, Y, or Z, they really have to take a very hard step back and realize, am I serving the Canadian community as a whole, or am injecting my agenda with it? As I said, it's a moment of reconciliation and solidarity, and we do appreciate the overwhelming support, not only from elected officials, from various city halls across the province to the House of Commons. But that is not enough. It is about time. No more meetings, no more studies, no more summit. It's about time to enact laws clearly stating acts of Islamophobia are acts of hate. It's about time Canadian politician, institution, fully acknowledge what have we done to the First Nation children. You hear some debate, some archbishop and others attacking the prime minister for taking this stand or that stand. Our history is not fully shining and white. There are so much darkness in it, and we have to be brave enough and honest enough to acknowledge our shortcoming, learn from it, and move forward. I will end with a very personal note. Yesterday, my MP issued a statement in Scarborough Centre saying she usually takes the walk with her family. She's not sure if she'll do it again. Well, today my wife went for a walk, and she came back home scared. Nothing happened, but because of the psychology of what happened, she would think that somebody might target her. And I'm sure she's not alone, and I'm sure many of us face this. I believe in the better part of the Canadian hearts. I believe in the goodness in them. I believe in their faith. But it's about time to link arms together and to say clearly and loudly, no to any hate, any discrimination, any anti-Semitism, any Islamophobia, any discrimination based on any ground. And it's about time for all of us to say Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian, white, non-white, black, first Aboriginal, Muslim, non-Muslim, Jew, believer, non-believer. We are Canadian, and we have to protect the good values we have. We get rid of the bad history we have, at least corrected, and move forward for better future, because we owe it to the children over here and to the children over there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and yours, protect you and yours, and shower the beloved family with his mercy and ghufran. And salamu alaikum. Thank you.